Hey, have you ever been in a group, whether it's a group of ladies meeting at work or at church or at another event, weddings, and you just feel invisible? Have you ever been that? The room's full of people, and suddenly everybody's talking, you are listening, and you just suddenly can't think of anything to say to add to the conversation, so you don't. And you've got these amazing kids and grandkids or nieces and nephews and all these projects you're working on, and your mind's kind of going crazy with it, and you're thinking, oh, I can talk about that, or I can mention this, but you don't. And you just sort of watch and listen, kind of read the room, figure out what group are you supposed to be standing in. And okay, so you find one and you're gathered around with people and some friends you are close to maybe. And you think, all right, I'm gonna listen, and then I'm sure I have something to add to the conversation. I tried some new recipes, maybe I'll talk about that. Or I read this new book. Nobody's really cares about that. Nothing, you got nothing. What about current events? Ugh, we don't want to talk about that. We get enough of that. So you just watch and you listen, and you don't really add anything. You're just smiling, you're your sweet self, and standing there just listening. What's holding you back? What's really holding you back? And you think, I'm not interesting enough. I mean, these people, they're traveling, they're doing all these amazing things. I'm listening to this. I'm not traveling. My life isn't all that amazing. Kind of boring. So don't have anything to add to that conversation. I'm not feeling strong today. Just sort of not myself, kind of in a funk. And so maybe you don't feel like you look that great. Maybe you didn't get all your makeup on that day, or you forgot the wind's blowing, you didn't get your hair brushed. Whatever it is, something's holding you back, got you stuck, or you're just sort of thinking, no, I just look that great, I don't feel that great, and I don't know, you're just really stressed out. And these people are staring at me, and I don't want to draw attention to myself, certainly. And then you kind of take a breath and you realize, oh, she's talking about this new makeup. Great, I've tried that. Yeah, I love that. You begin to say something about it, and suddenly someone cuts you off because they just had a thought suddenly about their experience. So there you are, thinking again, I just don't have anything to bring, so it's not going to contribute. Feeling fat today, or my skin's weird. So you don't. What's holding you back? What's really holding you back? And it's mindset. Mindset is something we all really struggle with, and you just don't even know it because you're so used to it that you've convinced yourself that you see yourself this one way and everyone else must see you that way. But most of the time, that's not really true. Most of the time, you do have something to contribute, and others want you to contribute. But sometimes you just feel like you've talked yourself into checking out, just not even gonna go there. Doesn't feel comfortable. And so you just don't. So the one thing I think we need to realize is that the only way we can change our mind shift is to realize the positive side of the negative thing we're thinking about. So for instance, if your mind says that your hair doesn't look like you want it to look, so it's making you feel uncomfortable, you need to think about the fact that you made it there. You got there. You probably had 10 other things on your mind that you wanted to do, or maybe you really weren't feeling all that well, but you got yourself together, you pulled yourself up, and you got there. And you're there at this event that you feel like you're all alone in a big room and you feel invisible. So thinking about mindset, even if you don't journal, I would say get a little notepad. I mean, it can be something like from the dollar store or whatever, just something to write on. and kind of keep it where you are so that you can jot down things. And I want you to start thinking about more positive things. So if you think, I feel really yucky today, write that down. But that's your mindset. Your mind shift is actually, my skin's looking better today. I feel a little better today. I've got a little more energy. And think about those positive things. And that's the way we actually learn to go from mindset to mind shift. And I'll tell you, it's like any other habit that you need to create, okay? Starting bad habits is usually pretty easy. We pick up on things, we do them over and over, and they're not necessarily adding or contributing anything to our life. That's a bad habit. Sometimes we overeat, we don't drink enough water, sometimes we talk too much within our group. And then you begin to take a step back because you feel like, well, nobody's really interested in what I have to say. But I want you to think about the fact that you showed up and start there. And every time you show up, even to yourself, we have to show up to ourselves. We have to be there to actually get up, start our routine, whether we're going to work, we're fighting traffic, driving, whatever we're doing. You started your day, you got up, you got ready, and now you're on to the project. That's a lot of positive within that. Sometimes we just need to think about, write down what you're feeling, and if it's negative, turn it into a positive so that you don't feel invisible. Because you don't deserve to beat yourself up. Think about what it actually took sometimes for you to contribute to the conversation. And if you're not sure that anybody's interested or not, it doesn't matter. Just give what you've got. And 9 times out of 10, there's someone there that feels exactly like you do. They really do. Not everybody has this perfect life. I mean, what you see on social media and what you see in group settings, and everybody's looking their greatest, they know the perfect wine, they've got the perfect life. That's not usually the case. Only think about what you can contribute. Make it as positive as you can. Sometimes you have to actually leave the room, go out, grab a drink of water, regroup in your mind, and walk back in. And walk back in with a more positive feeling, more positive outlook. And usually you'll find that your great self is pretty dang fun. And a lot of people really want to spend some time with you.